Northwest, which I usually say the beautiful Pacific Northwest, and we are finally getting back to some beauty, which is really nice. We were definitely part of the unfortunate forest fires, so we were subject to quite a bit of horrible, smoky, and particulate filled air over the last 2 weeks. So we were hanging in here, and most definitely your TNT Resilient team was definitely feeling the resilience. I know myself and several others were jumping on the trainers, jumping on those treadmills. Some folks were straight up doing laps inside their house, anything to get those miles in and continue to work on their TNT Resilient Challenge. Man, what a time. Absolutely crazy. Of course, we're wearing our masks when we're outside in public, and all of a sudden they become pretty darn helpful when we're just walking around. Didn't really help with the smoke or the smell, but some of the higher grade ones that do have N95 inserts were helping, especially if they were form fitting. So they actually did help out a little bit. But still, everyone was staying inside, and of course, it's hard to stay motivated, right? That's one of the things that I think all of us and part of the reason why you're here watching this one is looking for reasons to keep on going. And I know that for me, I'll bust out a treadmill run. I'll definitely do it. But I definitely call them treadmills. It's not my favorite workout. I prefer being outdoors in the beautiful sun and the beautiful sky, breathing in that fresh air, and it's always hard. It's always hard, right? Especially when things are hard enough, right? But I found some great programming that I'd like to share with you that I watched during my Treadmill Miles, and they weren't as many as I usually do. I think the first week of the challenge, I got 50 miles in for the first week, and I think for the next, I got 13. So definitely brought it down, but some things that did help me get through those miles were a couple of YouTube channels that I'd like to share with you, and then of course meditation, mindfulness that I want to share with you as well. I'll start off with the YouTubes, how very internety. In the YouTubes and the interwebs, they have them on computers now. I think first and foremost was the Ginger Runner. Ginger Runner has definitely been I've been a huge fan and now a patron of this guy's work. He does race reviews, he does trail reviews, he does gear reviews, he does a lot of really awesome conversations with people in the running world, just talking about different kinds of experiences that people have had, mostly in the ultra and trail running world, but very much you can extend those conversations to a lot of us in the different endurance fields. It was really something. And just some of his shots, he's a cinematographer and a great editor, so he had some awesome outdoor runs that he shared, and just having those playing while I was getting my miles in was exceptionally helpful. That really kept me going. So another one is Craig Adams. He's actually a distance hiker, and he does a lot of solo hikes, a bunch of real mileage, camping in the middle and starting up again. He does them solo. It's almost kind of meditative, and it's kind of singular focus, and he's always driving forward, and he goes to these amazing places. Last ones he went to was the Grand Tetons, bucket list item right there for myself personally. And he just kind of shows you the area and shows what that experience is. Always has some like calming and soothing music in the background, and Lord knows it helped me, especially while I was getting those miles in, having that beautiful scenery, and able to really just zone in kind of like I do on the run. So those two channels were pretty darn important to me, and they got me through the last worst weeks of the smokiness. I mean, when your air quality from the EPA says that it's past any kind of measurable number, that's kind of scary. So anybody who has been on the West Coast, I hope you're feeling some relief. I hope you're breathing a hell of a lot easier. I know that we certainly are. To go from 570, 520, just horrible AQI down to 52, feels really nice. I've gone on 2 beautiful runs in this gorgeous weather, and I'm just about to head out for my next one. Um, yeah, and again, the meditation stuff has really just been helpful, and talking about mindfulness and why we do this stuff, taking that moment, even if it's just a minute, just stopping yourself and looking at what you're doing and the reasons why. Just taking that breath now that we can. It's so massively important, and sometimes running gives us that mindset, that headspace to do it. And oh, hello, Mr. Hummingbird, nice little buddy of ours, checking out the feed today. I think that Nike Plus Run, the Nike Run Club, and the Headspace app have partnered on a couple of meditative workouts, which I encourage you to check them out. They are really great, and you listen to them on the run, and gosh, it just helps kind of put it all into perspective. We're so very lucky that our bodies are healthy enough to let us do this kind of stuff. We're so lucky that we have the freedom to run out of our houses, apartments, and condos and go to mostly safe streets and get these mileage in. I know that it's turbulent times, but we are so very lucky, and a sense of gratitude goes an extremely long way. I thank you so very much. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing with Team in Training. And I got to tell you, this team is so darn resilient, and we see that every single day. And Lord knows we see it for every day of 2020. Thank you so much, everybody. Go team.